Well, it looks like I'm live. So if you guys are in there, pop in and say hi. That's good tea. I don't know how long my live stream's going to last tonight because somebody's on a computer in the living room. So we'll see. Maybe I can get 10 minutes out of this one. Maybe it'll go a half hour. Who knows? Only time will tell. Anyway, Wendy got home. I was over at a friend's place. We were setting up a radio and an antenna. Oh, there we go. We're in here. So yeah, we're over at a friend's place up at 800-foot elevation, setting up space banjos in there too. How's it going, Benjamin? We're setting up an antenna for a radio system he's going to communicate on. So his elevation is around 800 feet. Partners in Palm. Cool. I like that name, Partners in Palm. That's pretty awesome. Yeah, it was quite cold up there as the sun was going down, man. The temperature you can feel is so much different when you get to higher elevations on Salt Springs. Like it was freaking cold up there. And no palms. There's no palms, but I saw all these empty spots in his garden for palms. So I'm definitely going to have to get a palm up there and test it out. I'd love to test the waters at 800 foot. Gloria Riley, VASF. I don't know what that means. .TECH. What does that mean, Gloria? Or are you just a bot? Are you just a bot or a troll? Caleb's in there. No, actually, Palm Nation was first. Oh, and there's David. Everybody's in there right now. Holy, David's drinking rum, Aussie style. Are you doing a barbecue? Wow. No, Zach was first. Zach was actually first in there. Good to see you in there, David, Caleb, Partners in Palm, Space Banjo, Palm Nation, and who is Gloria? Yeah, gonna go watch the new new Ghostbusters. Wow. I remember watching the first one like in 1984. I think it came out. I'm trying to see. What is that one? I made a meatloaf. You made a meatloaf? So you like to cook. You like to cook things, Banjo, like hang out in the kitchen. Super chat. I'm trying to send a... super chat. Can't wait for the new Spider-Man. Oh, Spider-Man was good. Meatloaf. I like meatloaf. No, you don't like meatloaf? Oh, I like a good meatloaf. I tell you what, Hal, the Banana Hal made a meatloaf, and you would have loved it, man. The whole thing was done in the smoker all day, and he had it wrapped with bacon. So this meatloaf was woven with bacon. You couldn't even see the meatloaf. It was like solid bacon, Canadian back bacon. Oh my God. It was like the best meatloaf ever because bacon makes everything taste that much better, right? No, it was good. Caleb, you would have eaten it. Only 2 bottles to drink. Only 2 bottles to drink, David. You're awesome. Partners in Palm. Could English boxwood work in a good mic? There's 6-degree difference between the English boxwood's pretty hardy. Partners in Palm. I would definitely give it a try. I think it will easily take -12. I think it'll take -19. Put it to the test. Buxus is pretty hardy. Meatloaf, beetloaf. Hate it. You hate meatloaf. I used Gordon Ramsay's recipe. Oh, wow. Oh, that sounds good. Oh, the smoker. Banana Hal has this, and Michelle have a massive smoker. So they'll smoke turkeys in it and chickens and whatever you want. And they smoke cheese in it. And it's like the best tasting stuff. Like a smoked meatloaf wrapped in bacon. Oh, no, it is to die for. Caleb, it is to die for. Seriously. That bacon, the bacon flavor goes right through the meatloaf. And it was good. And Wendy would attest to that because Wendy had it too. So think of a meatloaf and like taking bacon and going this way over the meatloaf and then this way, but it was all woven. The bacon was all woven throughout each other. It looked like a piece of artwork. And oh man, it was really so yummy. Yeah. Smoker, you can buy them at Cabela's. Go to Cabela's and you can get yourself a small smoker. Michelle and him have a huge smoker. No, it was stone cold. Stone cold 20. Stone cold. Did you change your name, Space Banjo, to Stone Cold? Space Banjo changed his name to Stone Cold. Huh. Like it's in Stone Cold Steve Austin. How hardy is Alpine Schefflera? I think they're his own 8B plant. That's Schefflera taiwaniana and DeLavii. Their own lockdown. What? No way. A lockdown? No way. There's a kid with a kid with okay. There goes my connection just died. If I die off, means the connection's going. But luckily nobody got hurt. Okay, I thought you meant one of the special medicine lockdowns. A lady would probably, you know what? Probably pretty good, David. Probably pretty good. stream lag. And yeah, because Wendy's on the computer too. So she just got home from Vancouver. And when somebody else is on the computer, it screws up my stream. What Schefflera species would you recommend? Well, the only two hardiest ones that work here are Schefflera taiwaniana. We have two in our garden, and there's a big one growing on Salt Spring in a private garden in DeLavii. Those are the only two hardy Scheffleras that work in Zone 8B, 9. I know. Or Port Renfrew. Our whole PD was at school. Was it really? Wow. Police department was at the school. That's crazy. Kid had a gun. That's not good, man. So they got the kid. What type of gun did he have? That's kind of scary, man. Man, the kid just must have lost today. I think all the stuff must be getting to him. All this nonsense out there is getting to a lot of people, man. Like, I'm so done with it all. Later, Jill. YouTube is blinking. Is it? Later, the YouTube is blinking. Okay. Yeah, I know. It's sorry about that. I got a poor connection. No, oh, nothing found. Okay, well, that's good. Or maybe it was a toy gun. I've seen 7th graders vape, a few of these kids. That's not good for your lungs, man. I heard vaping's like super bad for your lungs. It actually causes like popcorn lung, they say. But there was rumors, yeah. Yeah, that's pretty scary to think about that in school. Some kid shows up with a firearm and it's like, what's he going to do? He's obviously there for no good reason. He's going to be up to no good with that firearm, right? Man, that is so scary. None of that ever happened when I went to school. There's Camel in there. How's it going? You know what? Fatsia japonica, partners in palms. Try Fatsia japonica. That's a really tropical looking plant. And actually, they grow to trees here, small trees. My generation is pretty stupid. Yeah, my generation, you didn't see stuff like that. There's a 3rd and 12th graders that vape here. It's yeah, that's actually really bad. There is 3rd and 12th, 3rd graders. No way. That is bad, man. That's like smoking. I mean, that's when you see young kids smoking. Anyway, partners in palm, try Fatsia japonica. Common name is Japanese Aurelia. Google that. It will get worse. Yeah, it's crazy. I know vaping is supposed to be pretty bad. Matter of fact, I think it's supposed to be even worse than smoking cigarettes, isn't it? And cigarettes are bad too. It's one thing I've never done. I never smoked. And I'm grateful for it. You know what I mean? I tried a cigarette once in my life when I was a little kid. When I was in grade 8, I tried it. It was kind of a peer pressure thing. I just remember walking out to the end of the high school. I was in grade 8. My buddies were hanging around at the end of the parking lot, and they had a cigarette or two. And they said, "Come on, Joe, come on, try it with us. Come on." And I said, "No, I don't really want to. Come on." So anyway, I ended up trying the cigarette, and I just remember coughing my lungs out. Yeah, I tend to actually be better. Yeah, there's a lot of craziness that goes on among teens these days, isn't there? Yeah. Um, yeah. I mean, there was wild stuff that went on when I was back in high school too, but I think it's a little crazier uh, nowadays. Definitely, there's just more nutty things out there, right? There's nobody going into a school and shooting up the place. Put it that way. It wasn't like Columbine. That's pretty scary. Like if I had kids in school and something like that happened, I don't know what I'd do. Oh, your bamboo's growing. Awesome. Hey, what was the species, Caleb? Was it a golden bamboo? Anyway, when I was up at 800-foot elevation today, they actually had Mexican orange in their garden blooming, which I was very surprised to see because Mexican orange is hardy to about 15 degrees Fahrenheit. And where they are, they must get wind. And it was certainly cold. It seems like the clouds were so close to the top of the roof of the house. The clouds were moving past. We could see into Washington State. I could see the other Gulf Islands, and I could see the Washington State San Juan Islands. I dug it out by hand. Oh, yeah, that's right, too. That's right. I remember you saying that. I wonder what type it is. No, do strawberries grow in your zone? Yes, there's strawberry farms here, David. You betcha. Unfortunately, the biggest ones out in the Fraser Valley got flooded a few weeks ago. There's a big flood out there. So I think strawberries are going to be very expensive next year. And people do grow them here, though. There are lots of strawberry grows here. Blueberries grow horribly here. There's blueberries here, too, but they really grow good on the mainland. In certain areas south of Vancouver, there are massive blueberry farms. Acres, acres, and acres of blueberries. That's all you see is so many blueberries. So lots of blueberry farms. Matter of fact, when you get off the ferry on the other once you start driving, you'll see acres and acres and acres of blueberries. That's all you see for miles of blueberries. And yeah, they're quite beautiful. Yeah, you gotta like them, David. So you guys are probably having a beautiful day down under. Australia right now is probably toasty warm. David, don't tell me it's 30 degrees. Is it 30 degrees there, Dave? It's about 4 degrees Celsius here. So it's definitely cool out. We have a clear night, but there is clouds moving in. So it's supposed to get down to 2. I love blueberries too. They're good for you. What do you guys use in Canada? I use both. We use centimeters. Centimeters. So I use inches too. All right, bear with me for a minute. I'm going to take an hour for this super chat. Are you going to do a super chat? Cool. You ever tried cloudberry? No, never had cloudberry, but we grow goji berries. We actually have a goji berry plant too. And Wendy's got lots of raspberries, tons of raspberry plants in a raised bed out there. They're quite nice. I like raspberries. I like blueberries because they're high in antioxidants, right? And I like plums. I like a lot of different fruits, but blueberries are very good for you to eat. So high in antioxidant, but goji berries are higher in antioxidant. Did you know kiwis, because we grow kiwis have more vitamin C than citrus, right? So kiwi fruit has more vitamin C than an orange. Yeah, I'm going to send $10 if I can get Urbanelia. Well, we have lots of seeds. Cloudberry is incredibly rare. Grows in the northern Arctic of Scan. So it's got to be hardy. I don't know. I was clumping bottom, half yellow, blackish. I don't know. Blackish. Maybe it's a black bamboo. Oh, 22. Still pretty warm there, David. That's a nice 22 is a good temperature. I don't know the exact species. You have to send me a picture of it, Caleb. Even send it on Instagram or send it on Facebook. I'm also on Salt Spring Island Tribe, SSI Tribe. SSI Tribe is kind of like Facebook. So there's actually a group on Salt Spring that is like Facebook, but it's only for kind of like people. Forecasts. No way. More videos, tornado videos. You got to be a storm chaser. I have really bad quality. Oh, so is my picture. Oh, really? So is the video lagging right now, or am I still coming in okay? Let me know, people. Let me know. You know, it's going to be a bad day if the weather forecast says. Yeah, tornado is scary, man. But I tell you what, I'd be out there trying to make a video of it. We haven't had a tornado in a few years. The video quality is crystal clear. Okay, good. Good. Thanks. Yeah, you got to get a video of it. Hopefully the tornado doesn't come in the nighttime, and hopefully it doesn't come straight towards your house. Hopefully it doesn't come anywhere near your house. Oh, it's bad quality. Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm just trying to think. It could be Philostachys nigra, black stem. You know, Scotty that lives near me here, he grows lots of palm trees. He's got the biggest black bamboo I've seen. It's got canes on it like this. It's got these huge canes. The blueberry is a good one. Push those around 2 meters. Yeah, so about 6.6 feet. Yeah, they're pretty big blueberries here too. We haven't had any thunderstorms. It's pretty rare, McCamel, that we on Google Maps, Caleb. Yeah, it's pretty rare that we actually get thunderstorms here on our island. We get them once in a blue moon, and when we do, I always make sure to shoot a video because they are very rare. I don't know if we had any this year. I'm not sure. I don't really remember if we actually had a thunderstorm. I'm talking about one thunderstorm. You know, so when we get a thunderstorm here, it's actually a big weather event. It's kind of like hail. When we get hail, it's kind of like this weather event because we rarely get hail. And when we do get hail, it's these little dinky little things. But I know some places like, you know, that guy that's growing the needle palm in Calgary, they get hail like this. They get giant hail. And I know a lot of times when there's a tornado, a lot of times you'll get hail too, right? Like some big hailstones. And it's happened in Texas and other places too. Probably Oklahoma, Kansas. Thunderstorms are super common. Oh, that's weird, eh? Yeah, because I know some places are prone to thunderstorms like Saskatchewan, I think Alberta, Ontario, Manitoba. They get them. And probably the Midwest too. Dimples and pickles. I'm in the mood for actually a pickle right now. We got some nice garlic pickles. Wendy's sister makes awesome pickles. They're kind of garlicky, but I had a friend that made these spicy pickles. And then we had this girl stay here and she bought these pickles liquor store at the booze store, and they had vodka in them. I didn't like them. Later, buddy, you're starting to party. Okay, we're heading over to David's place. David is starting to party. Let's go to David's place. David, I'm on the first flight out of here. I'll see you in about 3 days. That's how long it takes to get from here to Australia. Actually, I think it's about 12 hours to fly from here to Australia. They get more thunderstorms. Oh, I bet you do. You probably get a lot of them. I know Ontario does get a lot. I'd have to Google it. How many thunderstorms a year does Ontario get? I could Google that, or somebody Google it for me. I don't know. I'm not seeing it. Palm Nation want to share some rain. It was dry here today and it was dry yesterday, which was nice. Whoa, really? So you guys get a lot of thunderstorms. Yeah, I don't really remember when I had the last one, but I shoot videos of them. So I have videos of thunderstorms and some lightning and stuff. But a lot of times it's kind of like that flash lightning here. But the coolest ones are when you actually see the bolts of lightning going across the sky. So if you have the radio set up like me, you'd have to ground your antenna if the lightning hit it. Check Messenger real quick. Sent you a pic of bamboo. Okay, let's go check it out real quick. Messenger, Meta. Okay, back to the live stream. I'm going to check it. Are they very violent? Really? I mean, I love the sound of them. It sure scares the dog, though. The dog does not like thunderstorms. It hates them. Okay, so he sent me a picture of the bamboo. Caleb, see me when I am going onto Facebook and stuff like that. So I guess the camera's still working, so you probably still see me. Gold bamboo. Okay, let's just see. Messenger. Caleb. Okay, let's just see. That is. I wish I had a close up of the. I wish I had a close up of the actual canes. Be constant flash and massive. Oh, cool. That's pretty awesome. It looks like. Well, it's really hard to tell. It's really hard to tell, Caleb, from the picture. I'd actually have to see the cane, but I mean, it could be golden bamboo, which is called Phylostachys aurea. If it's got kinked canes at the bottom that go up zigzag, it's Phylostachys aureosilicata. If it's black bamboo, it's Phylostachys nigra. If it's a Dalmatian bamboo, so it's kind of greenish with dots all over it, black dots, that's called Phylostachys nigra. There's also Phylostachys aureosilicata glauca. There's a bunch of different ones. There's Pseudosassa japonica, which is arrow bamboo. Then there's Sassa palmata, which is big leaves. I mean, there's so many different types, right? And some of them look kind of similar, but it's a nice looking bamboo. Nevertheless, you got some good bamboo there. I do love bamboo. And you know what? If you have good soil, it can take over. But I don't really have to worry about that here. Most of our garden is very rocky. So where we have our bamboo growing, and we do have bamboo around the rocky areas, I've kind of dug it out, put it in there, but it really does suffer in the upper garden in the summertime. Like it just suffers badly. It dries out. One clump of it looked like it died, but it did come back. It looks like it's got some leaves coming on it. Big canes were coming out of the vivax, and some of them died off. Should I try? Oh, yeah. Partners in palm. That's the second most cold hardy of the extremely bigger bamboo, right? So that's called yellow groove bamboo. Look it up. Look up yellow groove bamboo. It's a nice hardy bamboo. Send you a picture of the root. Okay, let's take a look. Let's take a look. Let's see. Yeah. I mean, the root looks good, but I can't really tell what it is from the root. But it does look good. I mean, it's a healthy looking root. Yeah, it is. I can't tell what species it is from the root because most of the roots kind of do look the same, right? But anyway, if it grows in Lincoln City, I'm sure it'll grow just fine where you are too, right? Can you source me with? Well, the problem is with pure Wagyu seed, it's harder to come by here on our island. I can source it in Victoria, but I don't really go to Victoria that much. I can collect it off a female Trachycarpus wagnerianus, pure Trachycarpus wagnerianus female, but there is a male Trachycarpus fortunei. So that's going to produce hybrids, but you're also going to get some wagnerianus out of it because there is a waggy nearby. But there will be a lot of hybrids because the closest male palm to it is a fortunei male. You'll see what happens when it grows. Yeah, it's about an inch a week. Oh, wow. So it's growing good. That's awesome, Caleb. Yeah, I have pure Trachycarpus fortunei seeds right now. That's what I harvested at the local pub in town, the ones in front there, right? So, yeah, I probably could. I could get them, but I'd have to buy them. If I get pure waggy seeds, I actually have to buy them. I have a friend in Victoria that has a mature grove of Trachycarpus wagnerianus in his front yard. They're all about 20 feet of trunk, and he's got about, I think he's got about a dozen of them. Yeah, you can see the videos here. I'm sure he's got about 10 or 12 mature Trachycarpus wagnerianus in his front yard. He's got some tall ones in his backyard, and that's pure seed, pure waggy seed. Are you going to the movies tonight? Awesome. I can't get into the movies tonight. I can't get into the movies any night. I'm not allowed to go to the movies here. You have to have special medicine to get into the movies. So no movies for Joe. Can't get into the movie theater. It'd be nice when it comes back, when it becomes normal again. Right, Wendy? When it becomes normal again. Yeah, I can't go to the movies. So anyway, yeah, I do have actually pure Trachycarpus fortunei seeds, but I'm not going to ship them just yet. I'm going to ship them in a couple of weeks. I'm going to wait till they turn black because some people are really funny with green seeds. You know, I remember shipping, and I sell green seeds. I used to sell them on eBay all the time. And most everybody lined with them. There's one guy in the Netherlands, totally, I've only got one bad rating on all of my eBay. And this one guy in the Netherlands gave me a bad rating because he got scream testicles. Oh, man. Justin Trudeau. Don't like the guy. Don't like to even look at that guy. Oh, that's good tea. I really don't like him at all. Anyway, I had a really good day today. I was out working in the garden. Yesterday, I got a bunch of stuff done in the garden. Tomorrow, well, Wendy just got home from Vancouver, so we're going to go for a walk tomorrow. Even if it rains. I think tomorrow the forecast says rain. And the last couple of days have been super nice. And so tomorrow we may be going for a hike in the rain. And if I go to Victoria, well, I'm going to Victoria, I think, next week. Are we going to Victoria next week? I should stop at Jeff's place, maybe get some. I might be able to see his garden. Trudeau is a prison. Trudeau is a punk, is right. I agree. He should be in prison. I think he should be in prison for kind of crimes against humanity and abuse of power. That's what he should be in prison for. Throw him in with the general population. That I say. Actually throws Buddy Biden in there with him too. Biden should go in there too. Both of those guys should be in prison. He needs a spanking from a big. He does. He needs more than that from a big black man, and he'd probably get it in prison too. And he might even like it, unfortunately. So yeah, he does. I'd love to just chuck that guy into prison. Maybe he will go one day too. Maybe he will. You never know what's going to happen. The outcome of all of this, when it's maybe people will sue. Maybe people will sue the government. We'll have to just wait and see. I hope the truth prevails, man. I really do. I just hope they get rid of Trudeau. Maybe we can become part of the U.S. I think right now I'm not happy with Canada. Matter of fact, I think tomorrow I should take down our Canadian flag. We do actually have, I totally forgot about it. In our far driveway, it's kind of wrapped up around the flagpole. Yeah, Wendy said take down the Canadian flag. So we actually do a Canadian flag at our far driveway. And I don't really see it that much because it's kind of with the trees. But I said, I'm going to take that down tomorrow. Wendy says, yeah, take it down. Take down the Canadian flag because we're not very happy with Canada right now. So maybe the U.S. can come and take over Canada. That'd be kind of cool. Wouldn't it, Wendy? Yeah, we'd have to call it something else. Right? Make it one big country. So yeah, it's coming down. I think truth will prevail. There was a big rally today in Victoria, 3,000 people rallying in front of the Parliament buildings, and not a single news media recording it. Are you guys going to put up the American flag? Well, we have, I'll tell you what we have. We have Hawaiian flags. Okay, so we have, I'll tell you what other flags we have up in front of our B&B along the road. We have a Hawaiian flag, British Columbia flag, which is super cool. And we have another Hawaiian flag, Kanaka Maoli. And then we have the Salt Spring flag. So we have 4 flags, but the Canadian flag is going down. Definitely coming down tomorrow. I'm getting rid of it. I'm sick of it. It just, I'm not happy with it. If Trudeau went and things went back to normal, then I'd probably put it back up. But right now it's coming back down. Or maybe I should fly it upside down, which means a country in distress. That's what the Hawaiians do. They fly their flag upside down. So maybe I should fly it upside down. I think just better take it off. I'll just take the thing down. The flagpole is actually a piece of eucalyptus. So I'm not even going to put a flag there. I'm not even going to replace it when I take it down. I'm just going to get rid of it. Because, I noticed it today. I totally forgot about it. And I was scraping the driveway, the gravel driveway there, because a lot of needles and stuff fall in it, and eucalyptus or arbutus leaves. And I says, oh man, the flag's up here. I totally forgot about this flag. So the only American flag I have is actually the small one. And then, this one is. There's a brand new Hawaiian flag in the package for when my other one wears out. This is a full-size Hawaiian flag. I bought that in Maui. So we always replace the Hawaiian flag because I like Hawaiians. And I like the Americans too. But you know what? I'm just going to take down that flag for now. Only time I'll put up an American flag, when we become part of the U.S., I will have an American flag up there. Maybe you guys will take us over. That'd be good. You guys invade us, take us over, get rid of Trudeau. Take him. Prisoner of war. Trudeau could be a prisoner of war. Get a Jubea flag. Yeah, Jubea chilensis flag. When they were designing the flag of Salt Spring Island many years ago, it was around 1999, I think, something like that. They got requests from the people on Salt Spring Island for a flag design. So I sent in my design, and you know what my design was? You can guess it. You can guess it. It actually had a palm tree on the flag. It either had a palm tree or a palm frond. So it had colors on each side. And it might have been red on each side, like the Canadian flag, or maybe it was different. Maybe it was blue on each side, like the ocean. And then I had a green frond in the middle, like a palm frond. And they didn't pick my flag. The flag they picked, somebody sent in a picture of a flag. So you've seen our Salt Spring flag. So it's one side it looks like a Canadian flag, except instead of red on either side and a maple leaf in the middle, it's got blue, wavy like the ocean, green on one side, blue on one side, and it's got a maple leaf in the middle. See, I would have got rid of the maple leaf. I don't like that design. Got rid of the maple leaf. I would have had a palm frond in the middle. But they picked somebody's design over mine. And so, yeah, I'm not much into maple leaves. Not these days. I'm not. I've lost a bit of patriotism here. I really have. Very upset with Canada right now, the way things are going. It's not good. A lot of people are upset. Tennessee will declare war on Salt Spring. Oh, that'd be cool. You know what? So there was a group of people years ago, and they wanted Salt Spring to be independent. Okay, just like Quebec always wanted to separate from Canada, which never happened. It was close. And so Quebec wanted to be a country, and good, let them go if they want to. So Salt Spring Island was going to be the same thing, kind of like the Isle of Guernsey in the UK. And so that's why we have a flag. That's why we have our own currency. Okay, we have our own currency here, and we have our own flag on Salt Spring Island because there was actually a large group of people that wanted Salt Spring to be independent, right? And I thought it was actually going to happen. We even had these cards you put in your wallet, resident cards, and I still have it. I think I still have my Salt Spring Island resident card, which is crazy. And it'd be cool. Yeah, take us over. Look up Mississippi state flag. Let's see what it looks like. I've probably seen it before. Mississippi. Mississippi flag. Oh, that's a nice one. I like that one. Mississippi flag. I like that. What do you call that? Confederate. I like the Confederate. That's what I love. I think the Confederate flag is beautiful. I'd fly that one in front. I love the looks of it. See, I'm about looks too. I like the looks of certain flags. Like I love the looks of the Hawaiian flag. I like the Confederate flag, but I know the Confederate flag offends a lot of people nowadays, right? I don't know much about the Confederate flag, but I know it offends a lot of people. Was it new? Let's see. Oh, did they change it? No way. They changed it? Oh, that's the one I'm looking at. I'm looking at the Confederate flag. What's the new one? Is that the one with the flower on it? It's got like a magnolia. So the new one's got a magnolia on it. I like the Confederate flag better, man. No, way better. Why did they change that? Why is that? Why did they change the flag? Is it because it offended people? Too effing bad. People get offended by everything, man. That's just ridiculous. And so I don't know. I really don't know much about Confederate flag, but I know people did not like it for some weird reason. But I had no idea they changed the flag to a magnolia. And magnolias are cool. I mean, it's still a neat flag, but I prefer the old Mississippi state flag. I mean, Mississippi is the magnolia state, so somebody had to design that flag. Wow. Does Mississippi? Yes. Mississippi is updating laws to introduce new flag magnolia. 6 months to ditch the state flag. Wow. Confederate battle emblem is gone. Let's see what the Tennessee flag looks like. I probably know what it looks like too. I have to refresh my memory. Oh, that's a nice one. It's got stars on it. Cool. Ours is our British Columbia one has the Union Jack. Is it Union Jack? I think it does. Are you? No. Sorry. Our does it have the Union Jack on it? I show what the BC flag looks like. I got it flying out front. It's got a sun on it, and let's see. It's got some wavy lines. BC flag. Oh yeah, it's got a Union Jack on it. Sorry. Ha! Our BC flag has the Union Jack, and then it's got a bunch of wavy lines like the ocean, and then it's got the sun. I like our flag too. Yeah, the Tennessee state flag is cool. Don't really like the new Mississippi flag as much as the old one, and I do like our BC flag. So BC flag stays up, and Canadian flag comes down. I don't mind the Salt Spring flag, but I would definitely change the maple leaf in the middle of the flag. You know what I mean? Yeah, we have some maple trees here, but I'd prefer to see an arbutus tree, like a native Pacific madrona tree in the flag, or palm frond. I think a tracky frond. So anyway, that's the way it is. Can't change it. And then we do like have our own currency too. We have denominations from $1 to $100 banknotes, which is pretty cool. Salt Spring Island currency is actually pretty cool. I'll show you. Salt Spring Island. Let's see here. Yes, it's actually on Wikipedia. I'm just trying to find a picture of it here. You can actually find it on. It's on Wikipedia, but it's not showing it. It's not showing the. It's not showing the pictures of it. Salt Spring dollars. Okay, they came around in 2000. Oh yeah, here we go. Here's a link to the Salt Spring Island currency right there. Salt Spring Island currency. Yeah, you know what? So anyway, Sasha, that Sasha guy in Michigan. So he looks at a picture of my snowy palm pics that I posted whenever we had our snow last week, and he says, "Oh, your garden's done." Like he obviously doesn't know about climate much or whatever. And then he says, "You need to take a picture of your full weather station because I'm only showing the top half of my Oregon Scientific weather station." I said, "Why?" He says, I need to take pictures of the bottom half of what the weather station's reading." I'm thinking, why would I do that when it shows the inside temperature of my house? Why would I want to show the bottom half of my weather station when it shows it to be, 73 degrees Fahrenheit in my house? That don't make any sense. So that's why I only take a picture of the top portion of my weather station. Who cares what the temperature is inside my house with a wood stove? You know what I mean? And then he looked at my pictures of the garden and snow. He says, "Oh, your garden's done." Like, I mean, come on. You know what I mean? I'm sorry, Michigan, and I have nothing against people from Michigan, but palm trees will not grow in Michigan without winter protection. Sorry, that's just the way it is. Trachycarpus will not grow in Michigan without protection. He seems to think they will, but yet he protects them every year. He boxes them and put heat. And I tell him, well, if they grow there, then don't protect them. If they grow without protection, why are you protecting them? You know what I mean? It doesn't make sense to me. So anyway, you have to see that. It was on Zone Pushers. I think I posted a pictures of my garden in the snow, and he commented. He's always commenting on it and saying pretty negative things, but I really don't give a rat's ass. You know what I mean? The garden's fine. Snow doesn't hurt the garden. The lowest temperature I've had here is 1 degree Celsius. That's not enough to kill anything in our garden. Our butylon's still blooming out there, and the fuchsias and the fatsias, So I know it's been cold in Michigan, definitely cold where that guy lives. So yeah, Michigan people. Yeah, you should. That's a high elevation palm in Taiwan. And that's one I've always wanted to try, but I can't get a hold of it. I don't know really where to get it. Well, you know what? Jungle Music Exotics. Jungle Music Palms might have it. Try Jungle Music Palms. You can actually order palms from Phil Bergman if he's still alive, still around. I've had palms brought in from him through the Palm Society. He lives in a place called Westminster, California, near San Diego. And actually, you know what? I'm trying to think if I got a picture of in the, you see these journals? This is the Southern California. These are Southern California palm journals, okay? I used to be a member of the Southern California Palm Society. And I'm going to show you something here. Not that one. These are old, man. That's July 1990. Okay, July 1990. Honolulu, Hawaii. When's this one? November 1990. I got a picture of his garden somewhere. Maybe it's in this one. Where is it? Where is his? I don't know where it is. Anyway, I have a picture of his garden somewhere. The guy's got an insane palm jungle in Southern California. But Eringa anglerii would be a good one to try. Well, all the boys couldn't go because lots. Oh, really? Oh, bummer. Well, I tell you what, Caleb, here on Salt Spring Island, there's no school on Friday. Friday, zero school. Kids do not go to school Friday. It's a 4-day school week here. 0 C, frost everywhere. Oh, is there really? 3.1 degree C, 3.1 degrees C here, and it is supposed to be down to 2 degrees C, the low. So it was blowing snow from the clouds. Oh, it was, eh? Well, I heard the mainland had snow today, not Vancouver, but Bellingham, Washington. And Bellingham's right across from us. Moving to Canada. Oh, well, maybe we can become part of the US, which would be even better. You can be our new prime minister. If you ever move to Canada, don't move anywhere else in Canada except here out into the islands. Vancouver Island and here. The mainland's too busy, man. It really is. I mean, there's nice areas over there too. No school on Friday yet. There's no school on Fridays on the Gulf Islands, on the Southern Gulf Islands. My kids only went 4 days a week. That was their school week. Isn't that awesome? And then when you have a long weekend, you get 4 days off. Even better. So Friday, there's no school. If there's a stat holiday on Monday, then they get 4 days off. If Salt Spring stay apart from... If Salt Spring would stay a part of the... Yes, definitely I would stay. For sure. Well, I have to stay here anyway because I can't leave. I cannot leave our island. We are trapped on Salt Spring Island. So I'm glad I'm actually trapped here and nowhere else. I don't want to be anywhere else in Canada. This is good enough because our island seems like we're a million miles away from everything anyway. I can't see the mainland from here. All we see is ocean and other Gulf Islands around us. I can see Vancouver Island on the other side of our island because Vancouver Island's pretty close to us, right? But definitely stay for sure. Maybe you guys can take it over. You know what? We should just be part of the San Juan Islands. Washington State San Juan Islands are like they're the same archipelago as the Southern Gulf Islands. It's just an imaginary line that separates us. So I think we should just become part of Washington State, and but without all those silly mandates. I think Washington's bought into all the garbage like us too, though, unfortunately. And I think Oregon has, and I also think California has too, right? So if you boat to the U.S., would they bring you right back? No, we can boat to the U.S. here. Lots of people do, but you have to go through customs at Pender Harbor. So no, actually, that's entry. When you're entering Canada into the Gulf Islands, there's actually a customs at Pender Island. Just beside our island, there's a customs place. But when we go into the States, we'd probably have to land in the San Juan Islands, right? Illegally, yeah, they'd send us back to Canada. Mm-hmm. Yeah, they wouldn't let us in. They'd send us back. You can't go in illegally. They definitely turn us around and say, go back to Canada. You know, the weird thing, we can see the U.S. from here. I mean, the U.S. is like right there. Like when I was up at the guy's place today, we were putting in his antenna. I mean, you say there's Washington State right there. You can see Washington State in the distance, way in the distance. And then you can see all the U.S. Washington State San Juan Islands. Yeah, I know. It sucks. It sucks, man. This time in the world really does suck. It's not a good time. It seems to be getting worse. Let's go, Brandon. Thanks, Palm Nation. $5 is a good thing. Palm Nation, let's go, Brandon. I'm going to put this here. Hopefully they're not watching my live stream, right? Let's go, Brandon. That's awesome. Well, you know, I'm getting close to oh, there you go. You're getting some palm seeds now. Okay, so I can ship you some green ones, but you're gonna have to let them go black. I asked earlier, why did they chop down? Yeah, and I said to you they chopped it down. I did reply to you. You just have to send me your Palm Nation. You just have to send me your address in a private message on Messenger. I asked earlier on your video why they chopped, and I told you Biden's a dip. So they cut down the 20-foot palm. It was close to 20 foot, and it was bare trunk too. There was no fiber on it. So you know why they cut it down is because there was two big 75-foot tall eucalyptus trees at the entrance of Grace Point. They cut down the eucalyptus trees. They had to get an excavator in there. Okay, after the live stream, good. And after the eucalyptus trees were cut down, they wanted to remove the roots and the stumps with an excavator. They brought like a mini excavator in, and the palm tree was in the way. I guess that's what it was. So the guy came, the maintenance guy, and he took a chainsaw and he cut down the beautiful, it was such a beautiful palm tree, bare trunk. It was amazing. And it was sickening that they actually cut it down. So in my video I shot yesterday, I went down there, I think it was yesterday or 2 days ago, and I planted 2 palm trees. It was a trachea. So I planted palm trees where that palm is right now. Why I was being able to send those super chats earlier. Is this a super chat? What is a super chat? I'm not really smart with the computer. So who is this person, Langston Davida? And what did they post on there? What is that like a robot? Okay, so Zach, I'm gonna get your thing ready here. Okay, here's your envelope. Okay, then we're gonna put a sticker on it. We're gonna put a Banana Joe sticker on it right here. This is what I do. This is the routine. See, I got rolls of these stickers, thousands of them. So we'll go like this. And then we're going to put the sticker on the back. We always put the sticker on the back of the envelope. Okay. There, sticker is on. And then we'll get your address on. I got to fill out a declaration. One of these. This is what I got to fill out, one of those. So what I'm going to put on it, when you see it, when it comes to you, it's going to say indoor use on it, okay? And you know the reason I put that, the reason I put indoor use when I'm shipping to other countries is because when customs sees that, they'll say, oh, okay, They're not going to be planting them outside. They won't be a problem. They're going to be used as house plants, and house plants usually slip through really good, right? So, no. Hey, Wendy, did you go to the mailbox today? No. Oh, Wendy didn't go to the mailbox today. I'll go tomorrow. I thought she went. She got home from the ferry, and I thought she went to the mailbox. So, anyway, so I'm going to put indoor use only. They're going to say palm seeds, cleaned and washed, indoor use only when it says description of item. Okay, so then, so are you wanting live palm seedlings, or would you have seeds? Because one or the other. What do you want? Do you want seeds from those local palms, or do you want do you ship seedlings? I prefer to ship seeds because seedlings right now could freeze en route, right? Zach how's it going, Zach? Aloha. Because seedlings could actually freeze en route because it's going to be going through some colder places. You'd like seeds. Okay. So I'm going to send you some seeds. So anyway, there. Okay. So when we're done, I will put your address on here. Actually, let me write that on here right now. I got the sticker on there, and I got to put airmail too. Where is my pen? I'm going to start filling this out. So I'm going to send you seeds. So the seeds are going to be green right now. So let them hang around a little bit till they turn black. So palm seeds, cleaned and washed. I'm writing this out for you right now. Indoor use. I will put $1. They want to know the cost of it. $1. This is how it slips through customs. Okay, so, and I don't have any other seeds yet. I haven't harvested any other seeds yet. I only have these ones right now. Let's just see. Oh, that's weird. This is an old one. This is actually an old custom slip because new ones I actually have to sign. So let's see here. What's going on here? Hang on, guys. They've got new customs slips where I have to, yeah, there we go with my signature. I got a stack in there. That's like an old one. I don't even know why I have that in there. Zach, move around. Yeah, I sell seeds, Zach. He just bought some from me. So I am in the palm and seed business. So Zach just bought some palm seeds from me. And okay, so you're actually getting a deal. They're actually $20. So Zach in Tennessee, you're getting a deal because these are actually, they cost $20 to send these out. So you got a good deal. You're getting these half price. Because postage, you got to remember, postage is expensive. Okay, so date is what's the date today? December. I'm going to put December 10th on here because that's what it is tomorrow. Okay, so gift. Okay, so palm seeds. Cleaned and washed. Indoor. Okay, so that's what I do. Right there, you see? So that's what it's going to say on there. What's up? I'm in Fairview. Oakdale, cool. Bought my first pair of cowboy boots. Cool. I used to have cowboy boots when I was a kid. Cowboy boots are cool. Then I had Dayton's. Let me put my name on here. I'm just putting my address on here, Zach. And hopefully these seeds make it to you. I've shipped a lot of seeds to Tennessee. Like I said, I've shipped seeds to every state in the U.S. Except Hawaii. Can't send seeds to Hawaii. My first time having a 1K in the bank. That's awesome. That's a good feeling. Let's go 6B. Tennessee Classic. Yeah, I used to have just regular cowboy boots, and I had Dayton. So $1. $1. You have 1,400. You're rich. You could buy a Jubea for that. Okay, so I just got to put Zach's address on here, and then I'm good to go. And then I'll get some seed. Hey, Zach, better yet. You know what? I got better seeds I'm going to send you. I harvested some seed in Zone 8A the other day. When I was in Vancouver the other day, south of Vancouver, I have some palm seeds that I harvested off that palm that I planted 30 years ago. So I'm going to send you some of those seeds from a colder climate than here. And those palms have super stiff fronds. So that's what I'll send you. I'll send you some of the Zone 8A palms. They're hardier. That's what you need. It's cool. Boots. Oh, dang. Yeah. Redmond is high desert, cold visit, Sun River all the time. Cool. High desert's cool. So that's what I'm going to do, Zach. I will send you some hardy palm seeds from Phil's Palms in Vancouver. So remember, these are locally grown palms that were grown from Vancouver seed. And those palms that we took them off were grown from seed in the 1960s. I don't have any eucalyptus seed. Unfortunately, I have no eucalyptus seed right now. My big eucalyptus trees were cut down. I don't know if there is any around here at our place. I'd have to look. I'll have to see. I'll see if I have any eucalyptus seed. I might. We'll see. If you ever want. Billions is good. Billions is better than millions. So anyway, I got that filled out, and I just have to put that on there. Palm seeds, cleaned and washed, indoor use. Okay. If I have uke seeds on hand, I will get them. But if I don't have them, I can't really send them. Billions. Billions are awesome. I don't know how many palms we have on our property. I'm really not sure. What was the coldest temp experience? I would have to say minus, let's just see, 2008. I'm going to guess it was probably about maybe minus 14 there, minus 15, I'm going to say between minus 12 degrees Celsius and minus 15. It would have to have been at least that cold. And the thing is, it's windy cold there too. You saw the videos when I was in Cloverdale, and I shot videos of those palm trees. They're big palm trees, right? So I took seeds off of that other one in the same garden, and it's got super stiff fronds on it, right? So planted around 1990, 91. I remember planting it. They were small palms. So it's a really cold area in the winter, and these palms are thriving and they don't get damaged. So I'm going to say between minus 12 and minus 15 degrees Celsius. So we'll say between 5 degrees and 10 degrees Fahrenheit, which is pretty darn cold. And the thing is, they get minus 50. Oh God, no, minus 15. Yeah, they're hardy. They're Zone 8A. I do have the seed, so I'll definitely ship you some. They'll actually even be hardier than the ones from Salt Spring. That's Zone 8A/8B, right? And they've been through 8A winters. So 1998 was a really cold one. Oh, the winter of 1990 was brutally cold. December 1990, and then they went through all that bad cold and snow of 96. Then they went through the deep freeze of 98. And then there was another bad freeze in 2008. So they've been through some pretty bad freezes, right? So they'll be good ones. Good abs. Hardy tracks. Cool. That'd be good. Send some to Sasha over in Michigan. Sasha in Michigan lives in Zone 6. So according to Jason, Sable Miner is hardy to minus 50? I don't think so. I would love to see a sable miner survive minus 50. Heck, a plastic palm would probably crumble and, disintegrate at minus 50, let alone a real one. A real sable miner is not going to survive minus 50. You know what I mean? It's like, come on. Who are these people kidding? And I know where palms grow throughout the world, and I know the threshold, the temperatures they can handle. No, it's not possible. You think it's ever possible to find a Zone 6B? Well, yes, I think so, because they grow them in some of the southeastern states. And I think there's this guy in Missouri that grows trackies. No, I think it is possible. There's this guy in Missouri, and he seems to grow Trachycarpus palms, but he doesn't show us what he does in the wintertime. So, I mean, does he protect them? And I know there was some growing in Maryland. I'm not sure maybe Maryland Zone 7 would kill plants native. Oh, yeah. -50 would kill every plant on our island, except some people growing some freaking spruce trees, but there's not really a lot of spruce trees here. -50 is absolutely brutal. I think it would probably kill every plant on our island and probably half of the humans too. Certainly kill me. That's too cold for me. -50 is that's pretty cold, man. I mean, what is -50 in Celsius? Is that the same temperature? When it gets that cold, is it the same thing? I'm thinking it is. Well, let's see if they survive even. Well, you know what? Stick them out there and see what happens. That's the only thing you can do is experiment with the plants. Okay, so Zach, I'm going to send you some Zone 8A palm seeds, and they are still green. I pulled them off, like I say, I think it was Thursday. I pulled them off last Thursday, so I pulled them off a week ago, right? So we'll send you some of those. And like I say, these palms are growing right out in the open, full exposure, zero protection, planted when they were little babies like that. And these palms, the big ones, actually self-seed in that garden. They're everywhere. There's he sent me at least 250 seedlings he pulled out. And then he had a bunch for himself he pulled out and he kept in pots and they dried out and they died. But mine are living because I looked after them. So you're going to get some hardy palm trees. So yeah, like the ones in front of the local pub are good too, but and they got stiff fronds and thick trunks, but these are going to be definitely hardier for sure. When it comes to cold, they're going to be tougher. I could just mix them. I'll just mix them up. You know what I mean? It doesn't really matter. I'll just throw some salt spring seed in there. Well, I'll give you I'll give you half and half. That's what I'll do. So yeah, because I'm not going to put them in separate bags. I'm just going to throw everything in there, and because they both have stiff fronds on them. And when it comes down to cold hardiness race, well, you'll see. I think they'll all be fine at your place anyway, right? I think they're all going to be fine. So we'll just do a mixture. I'll go grab some tomorrow, and I'll put them in a bag, put them in this envelope for you, and we'll see if they make it through customs. Yep, Zamia is kind of like a cycad. I think it is. It's kind of cycad, isn't it? Cardboard, kind of like a cardboard palm, isn't it? But it's not really a palm. Yeah, so we'll get you some SSI palm seeds, and we will get you some. We'll get you some Cloverdale. Cloverdale, they're from the town of Cloverdale, which is about 25 miles southeast of Vancouver, so out in the valley. So inland from the ocean, probably about 6 miles from the ocean, something like that. Maybe 5 miles, 6 miles in from the ocean. So definitely colder out there. Hotter in the summer. Summers are definitely hotter, but winters are colder. So we'll have to see how they do. And like I say, be patient with them. Let them blacken a little bit, and then germinate them. And then they should germinate nicely for you. Yeah, Zamia is the cardboard. I think it's called a cardboard palm. Kind of cool. It's kind of got pretty cool leaves on, but I don't think it's that hardy. I don't think it's going to work here. I may have grown one before, like tried it outside and it died. I do recall that many years ago because I used to experiment with a lot of funky things back in the day when I was working and I had more money. Now I'm this pensioner with less money. See, my wages have been cut in half. My money has been cut in half. When you retire, a lot of times your wages go down. So my wages are down now because my wages are going to be a pension and it's less. So I'm not going to be spending as much time at a nursery. I may never go to the nursery again. It's very rare that I'm ever going to go to a nursery. If I do, it will be rare. Although, you know what, if it's a palm nursery, I probably can't resist popping in and checking out and seeing what they have. Yeah, you do that. Stick them out there. See what happens. I mean, I think they're going to do fine where you live. Maybe I'll go down to the basement and grab a few seeds from you tonight. I'll do I could mark the ones from Salt Spring. I could put a little black ink mark on them for you if you want. That's what I'll do. So I'll throw in a bunch of Salt Spring seeds and I'll just put a little black mark on them with a felt pen so you can see the SSI ones from those palms in front of the local pub, right? And those have been there about 25 years now too, you see. So they've stood the test of time. They were planted as 5-gallon size. When I sold them to the landscaper, Woody, They were 5-gallon size, but small 5-gallon size. They weren't that big. That was a long time ago. It was around 97, I think, something like that. 1997. So anyway, I'm going to roll soon because I'm going to go down and sit in the living room and maybe watch Border Patrol. That's what I'm going to do. Watch Border Patrol and get some seeds ready for Zach. Oh, you know what else I got to do? I have to put on the envelope. It's very important to put. Let me find it. Where are my stickers? You have to put airmail. Where's my airmail? You have to put airmail stickers. You don't put airmail stickers, they ain't going to get there. So those got to go in there too. I got everything sitting right here. There's seeds on eBay, and there's seeds. Oh yeah, I sell. I sell palm seedlings on eBay right now, but I will be putting seeds on there in a couple of weeks at my eBay store. My eBay store is Banana Joe Star 123, right? That's my eBay store. Banana Joe 123. Banana Joe palms naturalizing in Tennessee. How about that? Well, you never know. I mean, I think they're going to be fine in Tennessee. It'd be kind of cool to grow some by the river as long as nobody takes them. That's what I always worry about when you plant palms in public places. Like you get people that steal them, or they're these native plant people that don't like exotics, and then they chop them down. So I got a lot of them growing in the nature trail across the street from me. Like there's palm seedlings everywhere in these wet areas, and I worry about some of these native plant invasive species people going in there and start hacking them down. I've had airmail stickers. Okay, cool. So that's what I'm putting on there. And I better put a card in there. Get a card, and I'll put our cards in there. We'll put one of those cards in there. See that? Right there. We'll get a card. And then I'll put our other card in there too. I do actually have other cards too. Right there. I've got so many cards over there. Right there. There's another card right there with a palm tree on it. Right. So we'll put that in there too. We got some cards. And we will ship you some seeds from SSI. So let's get these into the envelope. And then I got to get your address. So send me in a messenger, send me your address, and we'll get you some stuff out in the mail. All right. What is a green Missouri palm? It's Nanoropes ricciana. Nanoropes ricciana is a Missouri palm. Most of the islands on the Tennessee River remote. Okay, good. So that's good. So not a lot of people go over there. So maybe palms will be okay on those islands. Yeah, it's native to Afghanistan, and they're very hardy, but they like dry winters. So in the 1980s, I imported one through the Palm Society from California, and it died the first winter. It was too wet, too cold, and too wet where I lived. They're rare up here. I don't know of anybody growing Missouri palms. I've grown a bunch of them from seed, and I sold them years ago. So maybe in someone's garden here, somebody's growing a Missouri palm. And I planted some seedlings out here, but they dried up in the summertime. Unfortunately, I never looked after them. I did look after them. Then I went to Hawaii for 3 weeks, and the person that was watering my garden didn't look after them because they can't water everything in the garden. And when we get back from Hawaii, there's always going to be some sickly or dead plants after the summer because they weren't watered enough, right? So Missouri palm's a nice palm. Nanoropes ricciana. There's the silver form too. I think there's a guy in Pennsylvania that grows them, but he's got it in a pot, I think. So they prefer drier in the wintertime. That's the key to a Missouri palm, but I think quite hardy for sure. Anyway, guys, I'm going to roll here. And no, I've never tried Copernicia. I know the palm though, but they're a nice one too. I mean, there's a lot of different hardy palms, and some of them are just not hardy enough for our climate. That's the thing. You got to look. Like there's a guy posted pictures on people who love palm trees and exotic plants the other day. David's in there. You're lucky, David. I'm coming to Down Under. We're coming to visit you in Down Under. Put some shrimp on the Barbie. You know what? What about Missouri and a Soyuz? Yeah, the problem is a Soyuz, it gets pretty cold in the wintertime. I think it's probably zone 7 by the lake. I don't know. Maybe. Wendy's aunt lives up in that area. She lives in Oliver. Oliver is beside. Hey, Wendy, is Oliver beside a Soyuz? Yeah, so Oliver is beside a Soyuz. So Wendy's aunt lives in Oliver, right beside a Soyuz. And I think that might be what? Oh, is it that far down? Oh, so she's right near Oroville, Washington. And you know what grows in Oroville, Washington are massive Yucca elata. Yucca elata planted there in 1961. So it might work in Soyuz. Yeah, it's possible if you had it under an overhang, close to a building, and you're right by the lake. It might be a possibility and maybe give it help. David, see you later, David. Gotta love how David comes in there, got the emojis, got the firecracker. See you, David. Enjoy the day in Australia. Lucky you. It's summer in Australia. David is soaking up the sun, having a party. And it's Friday. It's actually Friday in Australia. Can you try I've tried Joshua tree. I grew Joshua tree in our garden for probably more than 15 years. I grew them from seed. Joshua tree is Yucca Brevifolia. So a guy brought me some seed back from Joshua Tree Park and it petered out. And it wasn't from the winter time. It just was really stressed. But Yucca Brevifolia is pretty hardy. Joshua trees are hardy. I think you'd have to cover it for the winter. I never covered mine and I should have covered it. Green Acres is the place to be. That was Zsa Zsa Gabor on that. Green Acres is the place for me. I used to watch that show when I was a kid. Yucca Brevifolia grow very slow, but a beautiful plant and very hardy. So you can grow something like Yucca elata instead, right? Or Yucca rostrata. Yucca elata grow here, Yucca rostrata. And yes, I have grown Joshua tree from seed, and they were slow, and I did put it in a bad spot, so it was my bad. And it did actually peter out over the years. It grew about this big. It was actually about this big, my Yucca, my Joshua tree, unfortunately. And then it just slowly faded away. I had it growing beside the cactus patch, but it was growing beside the oleanders under the big fir trees, which was a bad spot. And that's what stresses out the cactus too, is those fir trees. Mr. Haney is trying to scam them. Mr. Haney. Who's Mr. Haney? Mr. Haney is trying to scam them. Who is Mr. Haney? Is he somebody here or on the Palm Farm? There's actually a place called Haney southeast of Vancouver, believe it or not. Okay, so what I got to do is get Zach's palm seeds ready. And I'm going to roll. I'll go to maybe 110. 110. We'll go to 110 and 1 hour and 10 minutes. Last night we streamed for 2.5 hours. It was crazy. So I think tomorrow I'm going to do one on Gulf Island Rock for Wendy. And congratulations to Wendy. She did hit 5K. Hey, Wendy. I think he's on Facebook. Yeah, Wendy hit 5,000 subscribers. I think I noticed it this morning. 5K. So she's happy. Hey, Wendy. I don't know where she is. Where is Wendy? Oh, I said you hit 5K. I'm telling these people. Okay. So let me get this in here. Let me get Zach's stuff ready. And then tomorrow I'll go to town, or Saturday, whenever, and I'll mail them for you. I'm not too sure. No, I'm already at, am I third? When am I at? No, you're talking, when are you going to hit third? No, you mean 31K, not 30.1. I think 31K. What are my subscribers right now? I think I'm 30,900 and something. So it's going up to 31K. Yeah, I don't know when. I'm not too sure. I haven't really looked. So whoever's the first to comment on the first video I uploaded that day is going to get some palm seeds, right? Zach's getting some palm seeds because Zach was a patron. Zach's pushed the $ and donated. So Zach is getting some palm seeds sent to the volunteer state. So we'll do half and half. I got to get my pen, and I'll go down to the basement, and I will get Zach's seeds ready to send to Tennessee. So anyway, get me on Messenger and send me your address, and then I can get these things sent off to you. Yeah, none of those seeds actually worked for me. Oh, you sent it. Okay, thanks, Palm Nation. I got to actually talk to Rob, Rose Shop Rob. None of those things worked. They and one guy said he actually got them to germinate, which I don't believe, because I never got one of those tequila seeds to germinate. So I don't understand, why they didn't germinate. Anyway, I had he sent me a whack load of them too, and I traded him. I sent him some stuff, but not one tequila seed. Can you believe that? So I threw them out in the garden. You know what? They'll probably germinate out in the garden. I threw them under a palm tree in the backyard there, in the back garden. We'll see what happens. I put them kind of in a certain area, just in a small area. Just kind of threw them in there. Doesn't work for me, but I'm going to try. Okay, yeah, I got to try some too. I should actually talk to Rose Shop Bob and a Rose Shop Rob, and see if I can get some seeds from him. I actually have Trachycarpus tequila hybrids, Trachycarpus tequil cross something. And I actually have a Trachycarpus tequil or Fortunae cross nanoteel. And I actually have Trachycarpus tequil cross something else too. I have hybrids in the greenhouse. So anyway, guys, I'm going to roll. I'll see you guys later. And I'm going to get these ready. Okay. Yeah, I've tried Norfolk Island pine before too. It didn't work here. Did I try it outside? No, my neighbor tried it outside. I didn't try it outside. A lady down the road had one outside for 5 years. Yeah. Yeah, there's one growing in Tofino. Yeah, I will. I'll check Messenger. I have to because I'm going to write your address on here right away. Okay. So there it is right there. There's the thing filled out, the customs label, indoor use. And customs don't know you're going to Monday. Okay. See you guys later. Catch you on a stream tomorrow on Gulf Island Rock. We'll be on Wendy's channel streaming. Here's good night. Yeah. Yeah, we have lots of monkey puzzle trees in our garden. We have some big ones. I think our biggest one's 20 feet tall, planted in 1988. And I planted some in 84, but they froze when I lived in my last location. I planted 2 small ones. They're about this big in the spring of 1984. And I bought them on Salt Spring Island at the nursery, and they froze in November 1985 when it got down to just about minus 15 degrees Celsius. Killed them, froze them, dead, just like that. Because it was really mild, and then it got really cold. Killed them. Okay. I know, and I'm ending the stream talk. I know that's the way I am. Okay, see you guys later. Cheers, and we'll catch you next time. Bye now.